Have had their struggles at the Faceoff X this year, bottom 10 nationally, but finally healthy. And Carolina wins the initial faceoff and takes possession first. Tar Heels in the whites, Providence in the black. And as rain has occurred off and on, you already saw one player slip and fall. That's going to be a story that we'll watch throughout this game, Nick.
It's going to be interesting, like that High Point game. It's going to be a sidearm shot and beating Corsiniti to that offside, which is always going to be the harder shot to stop.
Tar Heels take possession again, and a quick shot backed up by Matten and Carroll.
Too early.
Is it the way that Carolina's moving the ball to get quality shots, or do you think that he's not seeing it well?
They're opening up those shots well. I won't say that he's not seeing it well. Obviously visibility. I know cloudy days, that white ball can blend a lot.
9 on the season, but 3 in the last 2 games. This offense is definitely developing an identity. That is a major positive byproduct as Tyeryar won the faceoff, trying to take it down himself. That is something he is prone to doing with 8 on the season this year. Bresci scoops the ground ball. That's Alex Bresci, team captain, and a second failed clear for Providence. Sean Goldsmith, the Mercer transfer with his first of the game. Goals of a game. Carolina did it on Sunday in a dominant 25-7 win over Dartmouth here at Dorrance Field. Now they've done so again here today and back it up with a face-off win, though Connor Marr turns it over. And Providence with another chance to try and clear where they're already 0 for 2 today. Sunday, now an early hat trick here today. But it is a good point you were making about Joe Bresci utilizing grad transfers, and something that he has not been familiar with in his coaching career.
Well, as he told us last year at the Final Four, he was seeing Maryland, seeing Virginia, and how they were just grown men, veterans among these college teams, and it was because of what they did.
That goal feels really important for Providence. They had struggled possessing the ball. North Carolina was getting into the make-it-take-it game, and now the Friars able to work quickly and get on the scoreboard here, trim that deficit back down to 5.
Scouting report, oh, cover 23, he's a shooter. No, that wasn't on there. So, you know, Providence laid off of him and they paid for it because really there's so many guys on this North Carolina team that can score.
Carolina called for a hold. Providence will take it here. The good news for Corsiniti.
6-on-6, but a big goal, 7-2, now a 5-goal lead for the Tar Heels.
So Providence is able to cash in on the extra man opportunity, just the 7th time this season that they've done so. As we tick down to the final minute of this first quarter, Carolina led 5-0. Since then, teams have played even since the Providence called timeout. And now a chance for the Friars quickly, but Colin Krieg is right there.
McAlevey, high-to-high guy, Krieg right there.
And Andrew Tyeryar, staying on the field, took the quick feed and punches it home.
Andrew Tyeryar must love scoring goals. We all know he's a face-off guy. There's Krieg staying with it all day. Wasn't really too tough of a shot for him. He was tracking it, goes high-to-high and stuffs it. And Tyeryar staying on the field, and he does that. You'll notice he does not go straight off. Most Fogos you'll see running straight off, not Andrew Tyeryar. He's going to stay around just to see if, because sometimes the defense forgets about the Fogo. They don't want to guard him because they think he's just going to run to the sideline. Well, he's right there for an open shot. Andrew Tyeryar is very good at jumping on that.
How many Fogos scored 5 straight games? Not many.
Not many. Not very many.
It's certainly been the case for Andrew Tyeryar this year, and the Tar Heels take possession back. Ty English already has a goal today.
Away, can't quite find it, but Logan McGovern, 4th 4-goal game of the season. He's on a tear today.
first quarter draws to a close. The Tar Heels start and
The coach is on that list. Joe Bresci deserves to be up there with them, and many more wins to come for him.
15th season as the head coach at his alma mater. Tyeryar wins the initial face-off of the second quarter. Look out! Back-to-back goals from Andrew Tyeryar.
He is really something else. He's a great Fogo. He hasn't been super consistent this year, but he's made up for that just on offense. It brings it down all the way by himself, and you've seen him do it so many times this season. That's normal. That's normal if you're a Tar Heel fan.
So he cracks double digits in goals for the season. Already has scored in 5 straight games, now a multi-goal game for the 3rd time in his career. And with the goal being scored, earns himself a break, and the face-off is won by Providence and Tom Fegley.
And we were like, wow, it's a really nice day, and then it started raining again, and now it's a little more wet, so Corsiniti kind of losing track there of how fast that bouncer was going to come in. He almost beat it to its spot and then missed it, as Tyeryar given the Tar Heels another offensive possession. Not in a close one, so they can afford to give that one up, but you never want those to stack up.
Paul Barton of the Tar Heels scored a full field goal on Wednesday against High Point.
You're seeing them more and more. You're seeing more guys willing. Like we said earlier this season, he talked about he wanted the offense to be 6 individual players working together to score, because Chris Gray, they said they just got caught watching him sometimes, which makes sense. He was a fantastic player, possibly the best player in college lacrosse, but they got to play outside. Providence not having the greatest day defensively, so you know, you're seeing North Carolina really run up the score. We're probably going to see even more different goal scorers from this point on, unless Providence can really tighten things up, make sure they're getting on the hands, not allowing these time and room shots that the Tar Heels are capitalizing on. Multi-goal games back to back.
With 10 goals, Welford matches his season goal total last year, the entire season at Bucknell, when he was a second-team All-Patriot League selection.
Looks like they get Tyeryar with a hole. Just hooked on.
Replaced by normal glasses.
In the High Point game,
yeah.
And normal glasses as well. You gotta wonder what the decision is behind that. Rec specs weren't comfortable going with normal glasses, but hey, playing pretty well in normal glasses.
And you'd have to imagine, you can only imagine that the superstition is mixing things up between the pipes for the second half.
And Corsiniti's been really good all year. Had one bad game, Coach Benson said, but other than that, All-American quality. But a rough one today, 15 in the first half. And Perry saw him in warm-ups, looks good. Be interesting to see what he can do.
Had 2 8-point games, but those were 4-goal, 4-assist games. You said it, Nick. It's been McGovern the shooter today. 5 goals, no assists, but that's okay. Tyeryar, a hat trick.
Andrew Tyeryar, the hat trick. You know, that's make it, take it. That's McGovern putting in the net. Andrew Tyeryar's like, okay, I'll win it to myself, and then go down and score, as we'll see it here. Gets to start with the ball. It's not even most Fogos, if they're going to score, you're going to see them, they have a wide open path to net. No, he's going to dodge on the other Fogo, on Providence, or whoever it may be. He's going to dodge and try to get to the cage, and he does it right there. That's a hat trick for Andrew Tyeryar.
And you and Andrew go way back.
I can't say we're friends or close in any way, but he played Mad Lax from the same area. A lot of the guys I played with at Paul VI then competed against at Centerville Heights.
He has now scored in 8 of the 10 games this season for the Tar Heels. Helps his team to a 7-0 run. Their best of the game. Tyeryar wins it again. Look out. Here he goes. Tyeryar misses just wide, backed up by Carolina and Dubner.
But looking at Providence's defense on that one, I don't know how much communication is going on down there, or if they're getting mixed up a lot. You're seeing cutters get lost. On that last goal with Tillman, I should have seen a slide way earlier from another, just assuming incorrectly there, but a great cross pass from Oregon sets him up right on the crease.
Face-off win for Fegley in Providence. 19-4, the Friars with their first goal.
They had one coming into this game. But Coach Benson knows you got to play the best teams. North Carolina is one of the best teams in college lacrosse right now, 14th in the country, as fast break down the middle broken up.
Tar Heels will still get the possession here, though. Here's offensively, 21-4 in control against Providence. 9 in the first, 6 in the second, 6 and counting here in quarter number 3. As Carolina plays their non-conference regulars. Will take it, though. Harry Welford gets credit for the assist. 12 of the 22 goals have been assisted for the Tar Heels today. Sunday against Dartmouth, of the 25 that they scored, 22 were assisted. That matched a program record for single game assists. For the Tar Heels, O'Connell had a 2-goal game against Brown 2 Saturdays ago, also scored against Dartmouth last Sunday. Waning seconds of this third quarter. Face-off won by Providence. They'll have just a limited amount of time to do something.
Different ways, setting up a lot of different guys, and they're hitting a good stride right now going into ACC play.
Tar Heels up by 19 here, 23-4 overall. 9 games for the Friars. His first of the afternoon. He's leader in game-winning goals with 2 this season. Dame, 1 against Virginia.
And just looking at that 14, that's the bottom of the ACC, and Syracuse at the very bottom receiving votes for that top 25. There are teams that are dreaming of receiving votes to get into the top 25 for the first time. So just how deep that ACC conference is.
The conversation that for Providence, they can, as you said, have a little fun offensively here, with the outcome of this one seemingly decided, and North Carolina on perhaps their 3rd, if not 4th, defensive groupings out there. Opportunity for the Friars to work that confidence back up a little bit.
Definitely, they can, push towards the cage. They can try and dodge one-on-one from X. They can do a lot of different things because.
Troy Exon takes over in goal for the Tar Heels, so a 4th different keeper used today for Coach Bresci.